Good evening, everyone. I'm Kiara Brown. Thank you for watching KX News at 6. North Dakota has one of the lowest unemployment rates in the nation, yet Job Service North Dakota estimates there's up to 40,000 jobs currently available in our state. KX News' Adrian Oglesby sat down with one of our U.S. senators to learn what needs to be done.
One issue here in North Dakota is a workforce shortage. We have jobs, but not enough qualified people to work with them. Is this something our universities need to help with? How do we get people to come to states like North Dakota?
Good, love you. That was a great question, actually, because you asked the right question. Maybe I'd say how can our universities and all of our education institutions provide, be helpful, I guess, because I think there is a disconnect between what degrees and skills and stuff are provided by a lot of universities and what skills and gifts and talents are in high demand in the workplace.
Senator Cramer went on to express that he thinks we need to have a better connection between employment opportunities and what we're teaching students. But he says that's only a small part of it.
North Dakota has enjoyed tremendous growth. One of the fastest growing per capita states in the country for the last better than a decade now. That's because there's been so much opportunity. But the jobs are growing faster than the population is growing, even though we have quite a young population.
So what does he think could be the solution?
And here's where I get in a lot of trouble with my elephant friends here, my Republican friends. One of the solutions is to have a better legal immigration policy. The United States provides work visas or legal immigration status for 1 million people a year. 1 million. No other country does that. But only 15% of those 1 million people come to the country with a skill set or an education that's in demand in our workforce, in our economy. The other 85% basically won a lottery or they have family here. But they don't necessarily bring a skill, whether it's a nursing skill or high-tech skill or agricultural skill or manufacturing skill, hospitality. There's caps on all of those types of visas. And so, again, much like the education system, the immigration system doesn't meet the economic demand.
He says he's been a champion for removing the caps on H-1B visas, which are the typical visas used for working, using North Dakota as the perfect example.
A good example has a lot of high-tech jobs. We have about 5% of our doctors, medical doctors in this state, come from foreign countries, a lot of them from India, China, Pakistan, but mostly India. India is where we get a lot of our surgeons, particularly our specialists, and there's still a lot of openings. It seems crazy that we wouldn't provide more flexibility in all of our visa programs. H-2A is agriculture.
Senator Cramer says we should be able to make the adjustments in an immigration system that allows those people to come into the United States.
No, we don't want people to come in and necessarily compete with our own university graduates and our own citizens, but that's not the case anymore because we are such a fast-growing, in North Dakota particularly, economy that our workforce can't keep up with it. So I think it's a combination of all of these things, but right now with the southern border, the mess that it is, most people, particularly Republicans, they want to fix that problem before we fix the legal immigration challenge.
He says he's a strong advocate for doing both at the same time. For KX News, I'm Adrian Oglesby.
According to the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics, in July, North Dakota had 26,000 job openings compared to 28,000 openings the month before.